Welcome back, friends. Today we're going to be decorating cupcakes 5 different ways. We have chocolate cupcakes and we have vanilla buttercream frosting, some cream cheese frosting, and some chocolate ganache frosting. So I'm going to be showing you 5 of my favorite ways to decorate these cupcakes. So don't forget to like this video, get ready to decorate with me, and let's go get started on decorating these cupcakes.
Okay friends, so we're going to take this one a little bit slower so that you guys can see clearly what I'm doing. So we have our chocolate cupcakes. For the first one, we're doing a flat top frosting. So take some buttercream frosting on your offset spatula. We're just going to try to aim for the middle of our cupcake with that and bring it around to all of the edges and just slowly work with the frosting on the cupcake. So we're going to take that flat part of the spatula, either side of the flat part, and we are going to start running our spatula around the edges so that we can start smoothing it out on the sides and on the top. This is a slower process. It takes some practice. As you can see, I don't do this all the time, but it always comes together if we are slow and patient. And then as you practice, it will get easier and faster. So we're just going to keep smoothing out the top until we are satisfied with that flatness. And then we're going to do the same with the edges, just using some gentle pressure on our cupcake. If your frosting is a little bit short, like this one is, you can add some more frosting and do the same steps until you get a thicker one like this. So now we're going to take our rainbow sprinkles and we're just going to gently roll our cupcake in the sprinkles until all of the sides are covered. Now we are not putting the sprinkles on top, feel free to do so, but we are leaving the top open for a cute little flat top rolled design. So next up we are moving on to our 2-colored buttercream swirls. So we have our buttercream that I've colored to be a peachy pink color, nothing specific, and a light green. So I'm going to take our piping bag and with a large star tip, we're just going to put that in a cup. Any cup is fine. I'm just using this glass, and push that down so that you can see the tip very clearly. And then we're just going to start putting in our buttercream 1 little spoonful at a time. Then on the other side, we're going to put on the other color. So green on one side, peach on the other side. So we're just going to keep adding in more frosting, making sure that both colors are making their way to the tip of the frosting bag. So as we do this, we're just being gentle, adding this in, and being careful not to overfill the bag so that it doesn't get too difficult to decorate with it. So then I'm just going to gently take this off of the side of the cup, and then we can just use the pressure of our hands to squeeze this down into the tip, and then you'll see it'll come out with both of those colors in that star tip. So now we're going to start in the middle of our chocolate cupcake, and you can see those colors are coming out nicely. So just start in the middle, use some light pressure from your hand, and we're just going to do a little swirl. Now if you stop here, that is a rosette and that is beautiful, but we're going to keep going up and we're going to make this a swirl. Just go slow and try to keep that as even as possible on either side, coming up to a nice peak, and look at that. Now with the same piping bag with the same colors, we're just going to do a little, I like to call them star flowers. So these little flowers, they also look like little stars. We are just going to start by putting one in the center, using some light pressure from your hands. This is the way that I hold the pastry bag. You can just use your thumb to keep it closed. Use light pressure from your fingers in the palm of your hand. Make sure you twist it nice and tight to keep it shut. And then we're just going to keep pressing little stars into the cupcake. So as you squeeze the bag with your hand, make sure the pressure isn't too tight, but you can see the movement of my hand. You can see the pressure. And we're just going to put some pressure down onto the cupcake so that it sticks to the cupcake itself. And then when we let go, when we have enough frosting to make our little star flower, we're just going to let go and pull it up very gently, and it should come up very nicely. So we're just adding these little star flowers in, finding spots where there is no flower, and adding them in with the ridges kind of interlocking with the other ridges of the other little star flowers. And this is how it looks in the end. For our next cupcake, we're going to be doing chocolate ganache frosting. So to make chocolate ganache frosting, you just take chocolate ganache, you let it cool fully in the fridge till it's thick, and you whip it up into a frosting. So we have that in a piping bag with our large star tip. You can see the way that I'm holding it so that I can put pressure with my fingers into the palm of my hand. And now we're just going to start with a swirl. This one is slightly different because we're going to let it ribbon out, and you'll see what I mean. So we're going to start in the middle of our cupcake. Make sure, try to get as far into the center, as close to the center as possible. So we're just going to start slowly going around in a swirl, and you can see how it's ribboning like that, which looks so pretty. And so we're just going to slowly do this, and to let it ribbon, what you do is you hold your frosting bag a little bit off of your cupcake, and it should just ribbon. So now we're going to add a little bit of caramel sauce. So I just have like a little bit of plastic rolled up with our caramel sauce in there, and we're just going to drizzle that over, cutting a small tiny little hole in the corner to drizzle the caramel onto our cupcake. For our final cupcake, we are doing a cream cheese frosting dome, and then we are going to add on Oreo cookie crumbs. So you're going to start with your piping bag and a large round tip. Aim for the center of your cupcake, and then you're just going to start with a little dot in the middle to help get you centered, and then holding your tip a little bit above your cupcake, slowly rising it up. Put that pressure, make a dome. It doesn't have to be perfectly circular because we are adding our cookie crumbs. So we're just going to use a spoon and spoon on these little cookie crumbs, and we're going to tap the excess off. Now you can roll your cupcake in these crumbs. I just spooned it because this frosting is a little bit looser, and so we want to be gentle with it. So with one more spoonful, that should be good, and that is our cupcake. And these are our final cupcakes. All 5 of these cupcakes look so good, so beautiful, and these methods are really easy ways to make your cupcakes look beautiful too.
Well, that is all for me today, my friends. I hope you guys had fun decorating with me. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And if you decorated with us today, we would love to see how your cupcakes turned out. So please let us know. If you have any questions or requests, feel free to leave that in the comments below or contact us through our social media or through email. And all of our social media and contact info is in the description below. Come back soon to Kids Cook Island. We have a lot of cooking and baking left to do.